advantage of what now is gone. Back to you to fight another day. I'll go on and on and on and on. I'll face it, the demons I created with every last part of me. The pain will fade and I'll go on and on and on and on. Black and blue, I crawl to you. Black and blue, I crawl to you.
Hello, guys.
Welcome to a SmackDown. That's kind of weird. We don't have the topic we talk about every time. This SmackDown is more of a, future-wise about the future of the YRC network, not the live streams. I mean the YRC network.
Yeah, the thing with this is that, as you might have heard in the second half of the Raw last Monday, since that was kind of oof, we want to take YRC Network on hiatus.
Yes, so we can make the, thing.
Update assets, deal with people, get more people, etc., etc.
Yeah.
So, here's the thing. We're taking a break. And what that
Exactly.
break means is that you're not going to see any Raws, any SmackDowns, or any network specials for quite a while. For
Yeah.
a bit of a while. I mean, YRC live streams are still going to be a thing. SummerSlam's still going to be a thing. So don't worry about that. But we just want to improve our mental health, improve the group, and everything else.
Exactly.
So, here's our reasonable estimate as to what day we'll be back. We're gonna be back, at the very earliest, we're gonna be back a week from now, but expect about 2 weeks from now. Or
Yes.
probably, at the latest, it's after SummerSlam.
If we decide which is the right direction.
Time to do. Exactly. So, why are we having this hiatus? Well, Six, the thing with him is that, I'm sorry to say this, but he's not going to be in the shows for a while, at the very least.
For a year.
Yeah, pretty much a year. Like, we kind of got tired of his behavior, and we kind of thought that it was a security threat, pretty much.
Yeah, and we did the explanation same how we did with Camhead during that incident happened last year's Bad Blood stream where Cam just pretty much wasn't being the team player.
Yeah, but here's the thing. We can't really point to any specific incident like Cam had. Like, the thing with Tix was that we just noticed these unfortunate patterns of behavior that could very well pose a security risk, like putting in all sorts of people in the group without our consent, and also to ironically revealing their addresses, revealing their address.
Wanting our phone numbers, like, as of course, like why you want our phone numbers? Like, phone numbers is
Like,
more family
thing.
and personal friends. Like, we are friends, but like the thing is that we're not personal friends. We're not,
Yeah, and also, too, he would often show YRC Network stuff to his friends and family. Like, that could very well pose a security risk for if his parents get suspicious and they ground Tix or something.
Exactly. And it's like he had the attention. Like, he did that even with his own stuff. Like, he showed to his parents so they can be proud of him, even though what they should be proud of is him.
Him going to school and stuff.
And graduating college and high school at the same time, which is not the shocking least, but it's still impressive.
Yeah.
And also, they should be glad. They should be so glad of him for having a job.
Exactly.
Yeah, because YouTube, YouTube's a way different. When you're on YouTube, you're a different person. You're not the personal, persona. You're more of a professional.
Yeah.
You know, you're like a different persona. Like it's like how wrestling goes. Where in wrestling, you go by a ring name, and your gimmick is to do this.
Exactly. Like, the thing with YRC Raw is that I'm actually kinda more reserved than I am in real life. In real life, I'm just kinda whiny like Tix, but on Raw, I wanna, just be a chill, cool dude. Because that's what I
Yeah,
really am in my heart.
yeah. The fact is that like Tix would have good moments. It's just that with this like certain people and some other groups were they just kicked them out. Like not kicked them out. They just didn't want to,
Really deal with him anymore?
Yeah,
So, once we found out about these groups and how they didn't really want to deal with Tix anymore, we might as well say screw it, the YRC's following suit.
yeah. Like he did this promise of making the YRC great as it was because he thought that Ace was, still
Ace
the
Ace was still the leader of the group and thought that he had the hair to the thing now that Ace was gone, and he thought it was his job to make the YRC great again, and he thought it was his job to bring all of his other friend groups in, and they just expect us to mix, and we just expect Tix to be the leader of it all when he's not.
ironically with the whole entire thing about his friends. Like the when he got a concern, we had a concern, but later when his best friend Nick, you know,
But later,
when
when
our
go ahead.
go ahead, go ahead.
Like when his best friend Nick, he was like, we were originally concerned about Tix for a while, but then once he brought Nick in, which we hope we could keep Nick, then
Yeah, hopefully we can keep him. It's most likely he's gonna stay because he hasn't really left. Even like that pretty much implies that he's not just the conjoined,
he's really not just a conjoined twin of Tix that I thought he was. Like Tix doesn't really have that much power over him, really.
Yeah. But like Nick, he's still gonna stay most likely. But like the thing is, Nick also realized that the whole entire Tix wanted to mix the thing wasn't also a good idea in his opinion as well because like we barely even knew these people and Tix just wanted us to. Supposedly he said it was he dreamed of YRC combined together, even though YRC is a reaction group and his other group's more of a
Gaming
plush
group. Plush group.
gaming and plush group, and we're not plush,
Enthusiasts. Like, I don't even watch plush videos.
I used to watch plush videos. I remember that time when this certain username Cartoon Master wanted me to react to SML. I was like, no, SML's not really,
Reaction worthy.
yeah. Even with the old controversy between that channel, we're not gonna talk about it, but like that channel has way more,
Subscribers?
controversy and drama.
Yeah.
But anyway, as for like Tix is no longer gonna be with us anymore in terms of YRC activities because, like we said, he needs to,
Calm down.
take a break and, learn how to be a better person.
Yeah.
Yeah, because like for this break, it really benefits us for, mental.
Health reasons.
Yeah, because we usually just, we usually get excited and then our excitement just pretty much goes to the waste.
Yeah. So we're basically trying to do this in order to get our hopes up again, get our interest in the show back again.
Yeah, exactly. Like I remember this show was interesting at first, but later when Tix pretty much
Kinda took it over and made it his own rant show.
yeah, and we realized that he should have made his own show, but he just refused to do it.
Yeah, he was like, ooh, but I like hanging out with you guys. Well, if you mean hanging out by just using us as your emotional fucking dumping ground and not even letting us talk, then we don't really want you to quote-unquote hang out, if that's what you mean, but really, we want to hang out with you. We still want to hang out with you, Tix, it's just that, not in that way. We still want to hang out with you.
There's still hope that he can actually change to be a better social,
group member.
yeah, it's just that he still needs development.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, just like how Cam was.
Yeah, remember when Camhead did the whole thing in Bad Blood, where
Yeah,
he kind of freaked out over the fucking game?
yeah. It's been a year now. I don't know if he really, you know, changed yet, but we're still postponing the fact we're still postponing the Cam return.
Yeah, pretty much. And I'm alone.
Yeah, yeah. Sorry, I hadn't I already ate, even though my parents believe. Ooh, you haven't ate yet.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. But like, yeah. As for new members, Tix's behavior, like we said, he used to be just controlling.
Be controlling, be annoying, be bossy. Like, whenever he did get his way, he would often boss people around. Like, whenever I tried to play one of his levels, like, he was bossing me around like I'm his Padawan.
Yeah, like, and also too, like, even with like, requests or like terms of everything, he always wanted us to do it for him. Like if we were his,
Servants.
slaves.
Yeah, like, what Tex will often do is, like, can you give me a source I can easily just Google? Like, whenever he wanted to do YCPs.
Hey, did you?
Thank you.
We're talking about, yeah, we're talking about,
Tex.
Tix's behavior.
Tex's
Yeah.
behavior and his relationship with the group.
Not really surprising.
Yeah. Like we talked about how during SmackDowns, he pretty much didn't let us, even when we were interested in the same topic, he pretty much didn't let us.
Speak. Yeah, he didn't really just let us speak. Like, he would often go on for years upon years, practically, and he would often just go on and go on, and he would often just use us as some kind of punching bags to just yell at, without even letting us talk.
Yeah. I remember that one time where he couldn't stop talking to that one Raw when he said, "I'm angry, I'm angry, I'm angry," and then Wildcard M Page was like,
He was like, "Oh my god, I swear if you continue to do that shit, you're gonna shut the fuck up. Like,
Yeah,
I'm
it's like-
gonna mute you."
"Yeah." It was pretty laughable, but like, yeah, like Tix is like that. Like he always couldn't stop talking when even if we told him to shut up too. Like if we say shut up, it would have hurt his.
Feelings.
Yeah.
And as it turns out, it's not just us. Like, even people in this like push group often say, "You never let us talk, Tix. You never let us talk, Tix," and he would often rant to us as if they were the fucking problem.
They weren't the problem. It's just that Tix. It's Tix being that personality he has, the traits he has, being entitled, being bossy, being
Annoying.
being whiny as well. Reminds you of like a kindergartner when they're when they can't get a toy or like can have when they try to have that favorite coloring book, but whenever their classmate takes it, they have to bitch about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know how Cam had said that his disorders cause him to do that, even though that's more of a
That, like, most of us have that kind of thing.
yeah, like even Tix said that too.
Yeah. Like, we don't blame our fucking autism for shit.
Yeah, like you're like those kind of people that have autism, but you don't really use that as an excuse.
or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But Tix, like, he would never do that, but Camhead did, and we kind of kicked him out for that. But then again, like, Tix doesn't really like to take criticism anyway. Like, remember when Jimmy Davis, like, rejected
Popped up in the requester?
Popped up in the requester, and he was fucking bitching just because he rejected one of his requests.
Like, first of all, like, YTP, when it comes to collabs with popular poopers, you don't expect to join. You're expecting to help your processes Like it's like a audition to a band or something, or like to a singing competition. Like you're not expected to be in.
Yeah, like, you should have known this since, like, the Spinball collection, one of the first big collabs. Like, Emblem and Sen himself don't expect your fucking entry to show up.
Exactly. Like it's not a dick move. Whatever popular people says that like, you know, they know how to do their work. You know.
Yeah, and if you don't really fit in, they don't fit in.
Yeah, yeah. Don't just get all mad because your request wasn't there. And by the way, Rock Butt's online. But anyway, yeah, like his, like I was like, I got pissed off when I watched that episode when I wasn't there. I was like, what, really, Tix? Are you gonna be in your
Fucking bitch
whiny?
ass whiny mode.
Yeah, like, come on, don't be like, you know how, don't be like in your multi-personality, you know.
Exactly. Like, and guess what? Six is saying shit. He's saying, hello, hope you enjoy your lives. Well, we hope you enjoy your life, Tix.
Like, we hope you're doing fine. We're just, we're not against you.
Like, we don't want to fucking cut all ties with you. It's just that we don't really feel like that you should be in the group at this time.
Yeah, this time you should not be in the group right now, buddy. Ew, Rockbox here.
Hey,
Rockbot.
GH. Welcome to the show.
So, GH, talk about Tix's behavior and how you didn't really approve it.
Like, um, like, I wasn't there for all of it, but I did notice a lot of kind of toxicity potential in the way he's been acting. Like, it's like he whines when he doesn't get his way, and when he does eventually submit to putting on his before himself, he acts like a depressed little crap about it, and that's not really good for the vibes.
Yeah, exactly. Like being, in that way just makes you, you know, it's just it's like controlling behavior. That's what I consider it, just controlling.
Yeah, like, he was trying to control us into getting what he wanted for the group. Like, he would often, like, manipulate us into putting SmackDown on Thursday just because Nick couldn't really get there. I mean, I understood the issue, but here's the thing. Tonyo clearly said that he would not show up for SmackDown if it were on Thursday, so...
Oh yeah, that was for Raw too. Even for Raw too, when it was still, on the editing
Yeah.
era. Yeah, I remember that August. I remember
Yeah.
that September. It was like September 2nd or 3rd. He's like, "Can we do Raw on Thursday?"
Yeah, and I was like, nah, like, dude, like, I'd much rather lose Nick than lose Tonyo, dude. And Tonyo clearly said that he wouldn't show up for Raw if it were recorded on the wrong day.
Yeah, it's like I'm like, go ahead, GH.
Like, all of our dates were selected with the intent behind them that all the members that needed to be there would be available, and like, if it just so happens that our members of lower seniority can't make it, well, that's just a thing we'll have to deal with. And while we do try our best to accommodate newcomers, we can't like bend over. It's like I'm not gonna. It's like there's a difference between bending over backwards for people and bending over so far backwards that you come back around and suck your own dick. We don't do that.
Yeah.
Like, I remember, like, during the last Metopia episode, like, he wanted me to use one of his characters, and I realized it was one of the characters he fucking liked from SML. I'm like, oh no, like, please just let this be my own fucking
I
game.
assume it's Maggie.
It wasn't Meggy, it was Chef Pee-Pee.
Oh, Chef Pee-Pee. Yeah. Well, yeah, it's like I remember, I don't know, like for me when it comes to, changing stuff and like or expanding stuff, like I'm like I don't want to be I'm like doing like I'm like the Steve Hellenberg way where he didn't really want it, spin-offs.
Yeah, want any kind of spin-offs or some shit?
Yeah. And Tix would have,
Yeah, like, Tix actually wanted to make Raw and SmackDown into one show at some point.
Yeah, I'm like, no, no, no. That would be impossible to do. Also, we get bored out of our minds after just, you know, reacting, playing the game, later discussion. Because every time we play a game, we get exhausted after that.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So usually we just hang out after a game,
Yeah,
if that.
but like, but that's when we're just, bored after that.
Pretty much.
Yeah, Nick will stay. That's what I gotta say. He will stay, guaranteed.
Yep.
As for new people for
Right.
Raw,
Like we
go
want
ahead.
him to say the thing is where it's easy. I feel like it's easy. I feel like even though Nick and Tix experience exhibit the same like behavioral tendencies, Nick is easier to get to come around in regard to what the mission statement is for.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and he did say, Nick did say that he just didn't like YouTube poops and just didn't like reacting. He just liked playing games. So that would have been the case if we just did YRC gaming, but that didn't really work out that well.
Yeah, as for Nick, he has the similar behavior
Yeah.
as Tix, but like Nick's way more easy to handle.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
at least Nick can pretty much accept that YRC gaming's pretty much done and we're going ahead with Raw.
yeah, like
Right.
yeah, because Raw is like is pretty much if we combine YRC gaming and reactions, because of course YRC, if Tix is watching this, Tix, I'm gonna say this one more time. YRC is for YouTube reactionary community.
Yeah, not just some fucking random
Yeah.
assortment of letters. It's not like we're
Exactly.
some kind of sorority group. We're
Yeah.
a community with a purpose.
Yeah. Like I'm yeah, what else would YRC stand for? Young, retarded, cunts.
What would have been? Let's see, young reality cult or something.
Yeah, like Tix pretty much wants it to be called fucking Young Reality Cult or some shit. With him as the fucking leader.
He pretty much like the difference between Tix's idea of recruitment and our idea of recruitment, it's like we know what the group's all about. It's about reacting.
Yeah,
We're all
exactly.
a reaction community. So we're gonna get some reactors, and we're gonna get some people that can be okay with a lot of shit really fast. But I think Tix emphasizes the community part more than anything. It just grabs everybody and anybody.
Even
it grabs
people from his own
anyone.
world. Even people from
Yeah.
his own real life.
Like we need a like we
Oh my
always
God, yeah.
recruit. We always want to recruit reactors, not just
Random
our
people.
personal, our friends from other groups. Because why we like look what happened in the DLC. Like one of Tick's friends asked Decim who he was, even though I guess he doesn't have any glasses to see the roles.
Yeah.
Like, what are you, Velma
Yeah.
from Scooby Doo?
Yeah. Exactly, I was like, what the fuck?
YRC, where are the?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, like it got so annoying. What like his friends were just obnoxious. I gotta say, when it came to them being in the group, like they pretty much didn't know what the hell we were doing.
Yeah, they didn't know what the hell we were doing. They just expected us to join whenever we wanted. Like, Tix just expected them to get along with us instantly, and, like, what I was worried about is if we had some kind of significant decision we had to make in the group, Tix would just use his friend as a block of yes men to get what he wants.
Like we told him before, dude, let's just recruit reactors,
Right.
but he just didn't really.
Get the memo.
He's basically a living, breathing filibuster.
Exactly.
Exactly.
I wonder. Let's see the chat. I wonder what Tix is saying.
Tix wasn't really saying...
Wait, Tix is watching this?
Yeah, like, Tix did watch us for a while. He said, "Hello, hope you enjoy your lives." That's it.
Hope you enjoy your lives. I don't know why, but that sounds like a serial killer catchphrase.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just sound it's just a strange comment. That's it.
Yeah, it's a strange comment, and you should be
Right.
able to see the kind of creepy vibe that text kind of gave off.
Oh yeah, I remember when he said, "Hey,
Uh.
if we get a new person, we should treat him like a."
Like a pet. Like, whenever he was excited to get a new person, he was like,
Ew.
we can groom him as our own. Or some shit like that. He would often say, oh my god, we can train this person, and he can be our own glorious member. Like, no! People get into groups organically. People go into their groups on their own fucking accord.
Yeah.
Hey, he's still watching the stream. Oh my
Yeah.
god.
I mean, I think that's why. If I had to guess, I think that's why he's been treating me like the pony in my icon. Because, like, he sees me as new to him and thinks he can fucking groom me.
Oh my god, he said Nick's easier to get along with. Well, yeah, it is true though.
Yeah, it is true.
Okay, where are we on the bullet points?
Now we're like in the second section, but if you want to finish up the second section, like last statement before we move on to like the third, plus the last topic for the third, yeah.
Okay, yeah, third bullet, alright, section 2, bullet 3. We are still friends with him, and we're still speaking to each other, and hopefully we can have these issues resolved by the end of his suspension period, so that we will not have to extend it.
Yeah, like how we did with Cam, like his suspension with him being in the group is still, on the.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's not in the YRC like network stuff, but he's still a good friend of the net. But he's still a good friend of the team, and he's just a cool guy to hang around with, and that's kind of how we're hoping to see Tix right now.
Yeah.
Exactly, which is why we still have him in a couple DMs, and we actually plan after this episode to have a call with him just so we can hang
appease
out.
him.
Pretty much, yeah.
And we can play some Jackbox.
Exactly, just to cheer him up.
Woo!
Yeah, but
Yeah.
as for the future of the YRC, we're doing this. We did a new subreddit. If anyone's watching, I don't know. Besides Tix.
Yes.
Yeah, we did a subreddit called YRC Plus. So if you're watching the stream right now, go on Reddit, go see YRC Plus, and you'll be able to see what's essentially a revival of the Google Plus page.
Yeah. Exactly.
That's the name. You'll have to bear with us for the first momentary period of time that we're using it, because a lot of us are still fairly new to Reddit, like in general, and we're still figuring shit out. And pretty much general rule for our subreddit, like any subreddit, it's generally expected that you can be okay with a lot of shit really fast.
Exactly. We're still it's still in beta. We're doing like a beta run still.
Yeah,
right, Decem?
Yeah, we're doing a beta run of YRC Plus because I never made a subreddit before at all. I never made a subreddit before. So like, hopefully things will get better.
Yeah, exactly. Like I'm barely
I've never modded one before.
Go ahead, G8. Sorry.
Like, much like Decem never having created a subreddit prior, I've actually never modded a subreddit prior, so this will be a fresh new experience for me as well.
Yeah, exactly. Like I've been a Reddit user for a year now, and I'm still, into the Reddit stuff. I heard Reddit as a website, just a community before, but like, even though Google Plus was the only community I knew, but yeah, I'm still learning too, like how Decem is in terms of, controlling a community.
Yeah, and I've only been using Reddit regularly for the past 4 months or so. So this should be a good thing to do.
And yeah, like also too, even with YRC stuff, apparently Trey Foster, also known as Reactors, is pretty much re-uploading Ace's material.
So that's great.
Yeah, because apparently Ace has been privating his videos due to copyright.
Yep, and all sorts of other shit. So
He's
we
a thing. He
It
exists.
is.
so we
Yeah.
can thank Reactor of Reactors for keeping his legacy alive, pretty much.
Yeah, we're still friends with Ace as well, even though he hasn't made an appearance in YRC stuff since Streamfest 20.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Anyways,
anyway, go ahead, GH. What are you gonna say?
I was gonna move on to the next bullet here. Despite I think we already mentioned that YRC Network's taking a break, but we're still gonna continue for the time being. We're still going to continue monthly events on the YRC live streams channel because those are tradition and those are fun.
Yes, SummerSlam.
Yes.
Finally wrestling.
That's gonna be on August 21st.
Yes.
Yep.
So,
Yeah, so-
so if the hiatus
And,
somehow lasts until then, look forward to that.
Discuss what we hope to be improved and changed. Let's see
Right.
what should be improved and changed when we come back
Let's
from the hiatus.
Alright, so here's what I want to prove.
Well, there's gonna obviously speaking. There's gonna be a new intro.
yeah.
Oh yeah, Nick will be in the intro. You know, as for now, Nick will be part of the.
Nick will be part of Raw, at least until he decides that Raw is not really worth it anymore or something.
Or he's still good. I don't know. He does change his mind every time, and then so he has like the two-face type of
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so he might change his mind about not joining Ross, because he usually does that. But like yeah, Nick will replace it. Nick's icon will now be on Tix, where the Tix is
Icon used to be. I mean, I might move GH's icon up the ladder since like GH is now the third most senior member of the group now.
Oh yeah, of course. Well, Deesum's the first one because he's the leader, and I'm the second because I've been way longer the YRC than Rockbot and Deesum.
Yep.
But yeah, Rob will be. Yeah, go ahead, GH.
So, okay. Another thing I'd like to see, and this is just like a personal thing, like I don't think we need so much new members immediately as much as I would love to see like some classic YRC alum return, if that's possible.
Yeah,
like-
we want Ace to return. We probably want Droid to return.
Yeah, even though Drewy has that, I remember last year we tried to bring him to Ross, but like the thing was,
It didn't really work out. Yeah,
Right.
Ace, we
Like, I
missed
I
Ace
love to
most.
see Zerato and
as well.
Showdown.
yeah, if you want to do a full Raw with just all the main YRC alumni, then yeah. Imagine if we got BSL if he
Yeah, if we got BSL.
yeah, and then he promotes the channel to his own channel, and then we get some quite of an audience, but I don't think that's gonna happen because he's usually busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what I hope for is maybe we
I'm
could bring
also
in some
excited for
new
Raw
people.
100.
Yeah, I'm also excited for Raw 100 since the plans for that are gonna be changed a bit to accommodate for our problems with ticks.
Yeah, the Raw Olympics concept, I don't know what's gonna happen to that since Tix is
Out.
yeah.
Wait, we'll figure it out when we get to there. But you were saying about new members, Decem?
Yeah, like I was hoping to bring in some new people during the hiatus. Like I could probably bring in Reese Cup finally, or maybe bring in Little Blue if
Little
he's willing
Blue.
to be dedicated to it. Like
Yeah, Little Blue, he actually is a audience member,
of Jordan 54.
and also the YRC live streams. I believe he subscribed to the channel when I first created it.
Nice. So I believe we can bring in Little Blue. Like he might be
Yeah.
interested.
Yeah, because he's mostly a YRC,
Fam, really.
yeah.
So look forward to him being in the group, hopefully.
Right.
Hopefully, once we have an agreement, and also we want to bring in the guy that was formerly known as Robbie Rotten.
Yeah, we want to bring him back to the group.
Yeah, like it's been a long while since he was involved into YRC stuff.
Yeah, and we want to bring him back.
Yeah, and also we want to bring back anyone that's even cartoon masters for some of the least. Brandon,
Yeah.
even though he got into a bit of a, his, the server he was in with the JD, that was a different story. But hope he, realized that we're still,
Around and trying to kick it.
yeah, trying to kick it like the old days. Imagine we get JD in the YRC servers.
Yeah. Or some people
Yeah.
from a server, at least.
Yeah, because like YRC is not dead, everyone. It's just that we were too.
That we
You
were
know.
too incapacitated to really
Ye-
branch out.
Yeah, because of Ace, not caring about the direction because of the whole entire downward spiral he had.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, should we conclude this by going through our personal ambitions for the hiatus?
Yeah.
Alright, so I'll go first. Ever since 2013, I didn't really like watching movies or TV shows at all. Mostly because of Mr. Enter, but also because my mom actually forced me to watch shows that I didn't really like at all. So, I will actually want to watch shows that I really want to like. So, I want to be reminded that movies and TV shows are still worth watching. I want to binge watch a couple shows that I need to watch. I want to watch a couple movies I need to watch. I basically want to remind myself that movies and TV shows are still worth getting into.
Yeah.
So that's what
it's-
I'm gonna
yeah.
do during the hiatus.
Yeah. Hey, GH, poop.
Quit
Yeah, my goodness, Fred.
All right, MPH, your turn.
it. Like, one thing I get out of this experience is like I love the idea of working on a team. I've always been like excited with the idea of helping people, and from what I've been told, I'm really good at helping people. But I think more than anything, what I've gotten out of this is if I want to be better at helping people, other people, I need to start getting better at taking care of myself. So I think throughout the hiatus, I'll probably spend some time like trying to keep up with shit IRL, or maybe put some more focus on my solo channel. But that don't mean I'm leaving any groups I'm in. It means that I'm gonna take some time and do some fun and relaxing things, keep myself productive, and then when I come back, I'll be better for those groups than I was before.
Yeah.
Antonio?
As for me, during this break, this is gonna help me benefit all the stuff, and also, how Raw was. We're trying to, reenact like how like the other reactors like Improbables did. But like for me, I'm also focusing on, recording for my solo channel. Come back to my main solo series. It's
Yeah.
expected to be uploaded around like November, December, around that time at least. And during this break, I'm just gonna, play more Xbox since I haven't played Xbox since I got this awesome gaming rig.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I think this hiatus is beneficial.
Yeah. So, with all that
Yeah.
said, goodbye for at least a few weeks.
Goodbye for now. So
Yeah. I'm not. Yeah, don't think of it as goodbye. Think of it as see you later.
Yeah. See
Yeah.
you later.
See you later for